So, I lied. Yeah. I promised you guys, my beautiful subscribers, my YouTube family, that I was going to do a full year of the Soft Life experiment, where I was going to be filming for 52 straight weeks in 2026 and journeying about my life and learning how to live by my values and not my to-do list. I think I filmed about 8 videos. I really have to apologize to you guys for not keeping my word. I had every intention when I said those words, when I filmed my first video about the Soft Life experiment, to commit to do it. I had a full schedule and a breakdown. I had my values planned out for the quarter. Like, I was ready. And as life goes on, it definitely finds ways to teach you new things. So this was a very big lesson for me. But I wanted you guys to know first and foremost, before I get any further, was that I so value you and I take my word seriously. So let me just explain. So let me just explain why I'm stopping. Okay. I've had such a tumultuous couple of months, and that's not an excuse because our lives are all crazy, right? However, I found that life was continuously trying to push me in another direction or trying to show me another way of how to live softly without taking an entire year, okay? I learned that I don't need a full year to learn how to bring my life together, to live fully and softly. Like, I can do it in a couple weeks, and I actually did it in a weekend. So that's what was like, what? Mind blown. And then, like, along the way, I saw that me trying to plan softness was actually making me step more into like my masculine, step more into that rigid structure because I was trying to structure. I had to structure it out because I needed to plan a value, live out the value, and then have it filmed, shot, edited, and put out for the next week. And it was a lot on top of the other demands that I already had in my life. And so while I took it seriously, it started to become a chore. And it started to feel like I wasn't living softly because I began to get so in my head and it was stifling my creativity. And it was making it harder and harder for me to actually live out the values and to live softly. And what I found was that this experiment became another level of control for me, which is the opposite of living softly. And so I really took some time to take a step back and just reevaluate where I was. Because after I posted the last video, I think it was partnerships and relationships, even that video was hard for me to film. And I was very emotional and raw and crying in that video, but I just realized like how hard it was for me to continue going forward. But here's what I learned. I learned that planning my values did give me some level of direction. It did allow me to see like what I wanted for my life and experience some good things and experience softness. But by hyper focusing on just like one value for the week, it also left me feeling disconnected in other values or disconnected in other parts of my life. And so I was so focused on my relationship, for example, that I wasn't as focused on being present as a mother. And I wasn't as focused on tending to my own needs and taking care of myself because I was so focused on, I got to get the relationship perfect. I got to get this right. I got to do these values so then I can move on to the next one. And so it wound up segmenting my life instead of bringing it together and making it feel like one complete life. Because I really believe that living softly is the culmination of all areas of your life and being able to flow and have ease within them and more balance and less stress because that's what began me. So I just kind of learned that I was still finding ways to control my life and it was taken away from what I wanted. Something that really stuck out for me was that softness is not something that you can achieve. I thought it was something that I had to search for, that I had to create, that I had to work towards. But in reality, it's something you allow. It's something that you feel. It's something that you embody. And that was the difference. I couldn't think my way there. I couldn't force my way there. And even I feel like I look so much lighter. I feel so much lighter. Like I have been so much more intentional over the past few weeks by just giving myself space to breathe and allowing life to happen instead of trying to force it with my values. And I will say that I still use those values, but I'm not rigid with it, and I'm not trying to say, oh, today I gotta do this and today I gotta do that. No, it's just like, how can I just allow more softness in this moment? How can I allow myself to breathe more? How can I actually take a breath? Because sometimes I forget to breathe, y'all. I be getting so focused on what I'm doing, and I'm like running from task to task, and that's when I'm not being soft. That's when I'm being in my head. That's when it's hard. And so for any mom who feels like they're always constantly busy, constantly stressed, I relate. And taking the moment to breathe, taking a moment to just allow a little bit of softness in went a long way for me. So I know it can go a long way for you. Moving forward, I am choosing to allow life to unfold and choosing to not only be more soft in the moments, but just being more present in the moments. Because again, I'm always running a bunch of to-do lists in my head. I'm always trying to run to the next thing and get to the next errands and do the next chore and take care of the next task. And I'm just like, what can I give back to me? How can I be here in this moment and not worry about everything else? I want to create softness naturally. And right now it's still a skill that I'm learning. Yeah, definitely wasn't raised this way, so it's a skill that I'm learning. However, give myself that grace, because anything that you can do slow, you can do fast. So once you get the hang of the fundamentals, you get the basics, and I'm like able to be more present, it's something I know will come naturally without force. So if you've been struggling with like trying to live softly like me, know that it's coming, mama. Like it's coming. Just less force, less control, more breath. And as far as the channel goes, I am so excited. Like this little bit of a break that I've taken has given me so much more space. When I say I feel so much more alive, so much more creative, I have so many ideas, and I have videos in the work where I am like completely redoing. I don't say I'm redoing the channel, but like I'm updating the channel. The message is still the same. I'm still serving the same audience. I'm still here for you mamas, but I am definitely showing up more authentically because I'm not afraid to be who I am and sharing more of my life. So I'm very excited for that. And I am officially letting go of the soft life experiments. However, the videos will still be up so that you can see them. Anyone coming into the channel can still see them. I still feel like they give a lot of value. However, I'm going to be taking the same lessons that I've learned and just sharing them in a different way with less pressure. So you guys will see me more often now. And yeah, I'm really, really excited. And I'm so, so, so grateful for each and every one of you who have tuned into the Soft Life Experiment, who are tuning in right now, who have supported my channel, who are supporting me, and is following along on my journey. I sincerely cannot wait to see how all of this unfolds again, because 2026 is like going as a roller coaster right now. But life is bringing me exactly where I need to be. And so I know you are exactly where you need to be too. And with that, I cannot wait to see you lovely mamas in the next video.